Okay, good evening. So today we will see a few examples in turtle graphics what we can do. So for example, it's a random walk. We will first go through the random walk and then spirograph, how we can draw a spirograph, for example, like this of drawing in the turtle graphics. And then we will go to the high-risk paintings. So it's a kind of paintings, a similar kind of stuff where we can draw with the help of turtle graphics, and these are paintings are sold for millions of dollars. So similar kind of painting we can create using kind of coding using this as a reference. We will get the RGB colors, and then we will use that RGB colors in our uh, coding, and then we will do the all the stuff. So first of all, so let's see the mathematics. What exactly a random walk? It's actually a kind of algorithm, you can say. So if you see here, this is generated using the random walk algorithm, which was there in London. It's a sculpture. So it was like random in the sense it can draw whatever it wants. So it's like something kind of this stuff we will be working on. So now let's go to our. So generally, let's see, for example, so this is last time what we have created. So we have imported turtle as T module, and we have imported random module. So I will be using that. So the same thing, we haven't changed anything but from the colors what we have seen yesterday, from the color palette. So we have taken the colors, the same. So now, so before going to directions, so if we haven't, so the pen size is like the tip of the point, how it will be drawing the turtle. So it's like generally it will be 0, so it's like very straight thin line. So we can increase the pen size to something, so it will take the width. So if we check the turtle graphics pen size, just so it's like set the line thickness. So it's like we can set the line thickness, uh, so it will be very visible. So again, if this is the new method we are seeing. So again, what exactly the speed is? So how fast our turtle pen, for example, our turtle thing, the object will draw, how fast it will be. So for example, this is the fast, fastest, normal, slow, slowest. We can change the speed of the turtle uh, depending on the our inputs. So because we need it to be drawn fast, for example, then we have set it to fast. We can change the pen speed also. So depending on our requirement, we will be doing that. So it's like for this is like underscore instead of using any variable, just we are using because we are not using this variable in any of our thing. So again the same thing like yesterday, we have seen color. So from the color, we will be changing the color. So it's like random dot trace. So the same thing. So and we will be drawing some forward like 30 pixels. We will draw some line, and then now what exactly this is the main thing. So it's like set heading. Yesterday we have seen, but let's see again. So set heading is the tip of the turtle object where it will be like rotating. So how the line will goes. So it's like if it generally it will be pointed towards east. So so we have defined all these modes like 0, 90, 180. So all the directions we have taken. So if you see here, so 0, 90, 180, 220, and then we are actually just using the random choice. So it will turn whatever it choice depending on like selections what it has given. So for example, if it is 0, it will be uh, east, and if it is 180, it will be. So for example, if we comment this line, just it will be a straight line which goes with different colors. So for example, it will go in only one direction. So and then with the screen, wait on. So now yesterday we have seen, right, we have created a screen. So there is a one method. So until unless we click on the exit, our the screen which will open will remain as it is. So these are the two extra thing we have to write like at below. So now let's see. So it is drawing the line in the straight forward. So but we need to uh, draw in a random format. So the colors is changing, but it is just going out of our window. So now just I'm closing. Now if I just uncomment this out and run again. So it is doing. So it is changing its own direction. It's just now it is pointing towards 180. So it's like, so it's for 200 times. So if we change to 300, so again it will draw. Uh, so it has generated some random walk image. So where we can actually see that. So when I click, it got exit. So just again we are using directions, and we are actually changing the direction of the uh, team, like the object, turtle object what we have set. Uh, Now for example, okay, so this is all about random, I want to say random walk. So you can change how many times the pen want to repeat. You can change this length also. So and this is actually the color palette we are defining. So for example, if we don't want this color palette, and every time uh, we need uh, some kind of color which will be generated automatically. So it's like I comment, so just in this. So so I am defining a color. So what exactly it is like now RGB. So it's like red, green, blue. So all colors are the mix of these three colors only. So and depending on that variable values, the colors will change. So how we can check this what color exactly with the mix? So there will be this one. So if we see red 25500, now if I change it to some 30 on 40, so it has changed to some, should what color it is. So HSL like RGB. Even if we click on something like this, color picker, so it's like color picker. So it's like RGB calculator, depending on the colors, like depending on the values of the colors will change. So for that, what we will be doing, we are actually using the random module, and it's like uh, we need to pick a integer value between 255 to 0. So that's why we are using random integer method, what we have already used in previous examples. So just we are doing, and we are storing it in a tuple. So what we have already seen the tuple where we can't like modify uh, this variables inside the tuple. So it's every color will be different. So it's like instead of we are giving this random dot choice colors from this color list, if we use this method also, this will absolutely work perfectly fine. So this is how we are defining a color RGB colors. So we don't need to get all the like list and then we need to pass. Instead of that, it will automatically generate all the values. And depending on that, we are actually returning the color value. So for example, let's test this out. Now I will be giving instead of that. So we have defined a function random color and we are calling that function inside that. So every time my loop executes, so one color will change, the RGB values will change. So yeah, because we are using different three random integer methods to get the value of R, G and B, and then we are storing it in. So even if you see the color method, we can actually give the same thing. Yeah, pen color. So it's like we can give RGB colors or the hexadecimal values. So R1, G1, B1, R2, G2, B2. So the similar kind of stuff we are doing. So just let's see the spirograph later and commenting this. And now if I run again, add color sequence. RGB is correct. Dot color. Dot color. Okay. Okay, this is the color mode. Okay, I think we have to set the color mode also. Okay, take that out somewhere. Okay, we have to set so color mode 250. So okay, let's see. Okay, it is giving me another error. Yeah. Okay, now I haven't increased the pen width, so that's why it is writing. So if I go back, so yeah, I just commented it out only this one thing. I haven't increased the pen size, so that's why it is actually drawing similar kind of stuff. But now it is working perfectly fine. So if we want to use, we need to use the color mode to 255. Then only we can use the RGB colors. First I'm stopping it out. So for example, the stuff we are using. Now we will be using the same. Just remind this. Now I am defining another function. So again I am using underscore because we are not using any this value for any inside this. Just we are looping. So it's good to use underscore when you are not using any the looping value. So it's like so generally for this is like just I will come back to this. So a tim dot color is like we are setting color for different colors. So it's like we are actually doing, and then we are yesterday we have seen how to draw a circle. So we are calling circle method. Now it's like 100. And now, for example, now the set heading is like now we have seen the set heading method also. So it's like for now we are giving only like 0, 90, 180 things, right? But actually we can rotate it to depending on the angle. So we will be rotating. So instead of all 90 degrees angles, we can rotate depending on our requirements. So for example, so generally circle will be having a 360 degrees angle. So depending on each circle gap, for example, then we will be tim dot heading is like for exactly at which position our let's see at which position our this tim object relying. So that will state. So what it will do, that will returns the so if we turn it left 67 degrees. So we have seen yesterday we have turned it to left 90 degrees when we are writing a square. So it's like this will be returning at which angle it is returning. So similarly, what we are doing, we are simply calling at what angle our current turtle object is there, and then we are adding a little bit uh, like angle to that. So it's like if we give only like 5 degree angle, we need a gap of, so it's like for 360 divided by 5, it's like I think yeah, 75 degrees. So it's like 75 times it will rotate like one for every time it will be rotating 1 degree like up to 75 times. So we are actually giving the range how much degree it should rotate. So depending on that, if we give 10, it will rotate for 36 times. So it's like let's see how exactly we are drawing this. So every time a circle is drawn, it's actually changing its shape. We can actually set this background color to something what we have seen here, to black as well. We can in the method we can call it as right. So I think okay, because I have not given the speed, so it is very slow. is trying one by one. Okay, let me just close it, and again I will save it, and I will again run. Yeah. So it has drawn something like this. So if I want to change to some, for example, 10, so it will a little bit, there will be gaps between them. Closing again. Yeah. So just I want to change my background of turtle canvas BG color. I want to run it again. Yeah. So now it's very appealing, right? So now if I go back again, change it to 5. Yeah. So we have drawn spirograph as well. So with the black background, so what exactly we have shown in this? So I think we have done so now I will so, so now we will see what exactly Hirst painting. So a Hirst is a British uh, artist name where he has created different paintings, and that too it's like they have sold for very millions of dollars. So for example, this is one of his painting. So but so to recreate similar type of pattern, what we will be doing is we will be using this kind of image. We can get download it from Google as well, like Hirst paintings. So we will get multiple things. So all these are his paintings. So the dotted painting, the circles, the spirograph type of circle. So we have downloaded one of this image, for example, this image already downloaded, and we will be getting all this type of colors into our thing. So for that, we will be using one kind of package called Colorogram, where we will get so all the colors from an image. So we have already opened. So it's like, for example, from this image, if you want to extract this many colors, so it's like the it will obviously extract with this method. and then we will get how many colors if you define, it will store us it in a list. So for example, you want to extract 6 colors, so you can extract, and we have to give the image path and then how many colors you need to extract. So it's like it will extract RGB colors, HSL uh, proportions. So here can access once it's extracted. So like color.rgb represent and name it tuple like uh, RGB. So similarly, if you want to access a dot HSL, it will represent HSL. So proportions also like. So now we will be using the same thing. So now, so let me do for, but before that we need to install it. So if we run, for example, I will be running this, and let's see whether it will be giving me. So it's like it's no module name hologram is found. So how we will be doing? So now we just copy this. So it's like JavaScript library. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. So if we already set the environment variables and scripts folder in our local machine, then the pip will work automatically. Otherwise, you need to go to the installation where the Python is installed, and we need to go there, and then we need to go to the scripts folder, and then we need to run this command. So what it will do, it will now install from the external package thing, and it is saying it will be downloading and then it will install it. So now it's saying it got installed. Now if I run again, so it is saying no such file. Right, okay. So let me give the path. So we already seen this error. Now it should work. So if you see, it has given us all the errors, like all the like for RGB. In RGB, having R value, G value, and blue value, similar kind. It has extracted all the 30 colors. So, but it's not exactly what we'll be needing. So, it our tuple should be like only 245, 243, 238. that kind of stuff. So it's like how we can do is, so r equal to color dot rgb dot r. 1 second. So g equal to new color tuple equal to r comma g comma b. So it's like we are actually accessing this one, like, so from RGB tuple we are asking RGB. So now we will append that list with, let's see how it will display now without any error. Now we got exactly how our this one will be there, like RGB in a tuple, a form of list. So now we will be copying this. Actually, we already did this. Now it's like, 1 second. So now what we need to do, we need to see what exactly this type of color. So if it is, so this we need to check, because if it is type of the same thing, like so it's again a white. So actually we don't need this kind of white thing, because it actually fetches the background also from the image. So we will be starting with, so for example, if you carefully observe, if everything closely like 245, and if they are closely, then it actually refers to the white uh, image. So now if I saw this color, so it's actually giving a different color. So we can eliminate all uh, this three, because this three will be similar kind of colors, we can say, like white. So we can start from this thing. So it's like so as of now we have already taken that, so just deleting it. So, so it's like a color list we have defined in a tuple. So we have extracted all that colors into tuple, and then we are defining here. Now again, so it's like we are it's like a just we alias as turtle model we have given. You can keep it as T also, just for our distinguishing purpose. Just we have kept as turtle module. From turtle model we have kept color mode what we have seen already to 255, and then we are creating an object as the same object like turtle module and then turtle class. And here the speed also we have already seen. Now the pen up is yesterday's what exactly we have seen, and this is the new method what we will be using. So height title, what exactly height title? So now we are able to see the arrow, right? So instead of not seeing, we won't be we don't need to see the arrow, but our drawing should go. We will be using this height title method. So that's the thing we will be doing. Like this is now set heading is like generally the heading will start at some zero kind of stuff like a 0 0, but we will be starting at 225 degrees where our it will go like, and once it went into 225 degrees, and then will turn, we will be saying to forward 300 pixels, and then from that we will again came back to this one. So let's see like how for example let's comment this out, and let's run this. So just I will be uh, commenting this too also, how it is going. Let's see. Sorry. So it is started from here, then it rotated to 25 degrees, and then it came here, and then it rotated to east like 0 degrees. So it's like it again phase it to 0 degrees. So it's very quick. So because I have kept as fastest, if I comment this also, and again if I try to run, we will exactly see how it will be working. So so it turn here and then it draw the line and moved 300 pixels, and again it turned back. Now so just I'm keeping the speed. Now set heading, so all these three is already we have used. Now number of dots. So here what exactly the dot method? So, so actually what it do, it draw a circular dot with a diameter size using color. The size, the maximum of the pen size plus 4 and 2 into pen size is used. So it's like it will draw some kind of circle with the color, whatever color we are given. So so it's like a drawing of dot dot dot. So whatever we seen in this image, so it's like dot 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 dot. So it will draw a kind of dots. Uncomment. So now it's like tim dot dot 20. We are giving the size, how much our dot size should be, and then like random dot choice the color list. So here again we should specify the color. So it can be anything. So it should choose from whatever we have extracted from the image, the same high-risk painting image, and then it's we are saying to move forward 50. So but here if you see, so it's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it's like 12 by 12, but we are drawing it's a square image, right? It's a example rectangle. So if you want, we are trying to draw square. So it's like once it draw 10 dots, it should go back, it should turn, and then it should again start from here the dots, and again it should turn back, and again it should start the dots. So for that purpose, so it's like once the dot count. So here we are using the dot method, dot count variable, modulus 10 divided by. So it's like when the dot count reached 10 and the output is like 0, we are actually saying that object to turn 90 degrees and then go forward 50 pixels and then again turn back to 180 degrees and then move forward and then again change the angle to 0 degrees. So let's see how it is doing. So now I have not given pen up and hide title. So let's see how it will do that. So now I will just okay. So what it is doing, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So if you see 10 dots, but it is actually creating a line. So but we don't need this line, and again we should not see this turtle stopping here. So for that purpose, so now we hide it. So again this is everything is trial and error method only what we have did. So it's like once uh, it goes forward 50 spaces like uh, because we have given 50 and it should come back to 500 like 10 spaces back, and it again starts from the first. So so that's why we have given like once turn, just move upwards 50 pixels and then turn back and then just move 500 pixels and then again turn back our head to east direction and then give the 50 pixels. Now if it is, now if I haven't closed it. Now if I run, if you see, So it's exactly our creation. So you can try with different combinations. Even if you don't give, I think this also like you can just do turnings, but we have to be careful again. So so everything is trial and error methods here we are using, but we should know what exactly the method what it is doing, uh, what set heading method is doing, and what dot method is doing. Uh, yeah, think yeah, you can we can try with different images. You can get it downloaded and you can get all the colors on that image using this color program. Yeah. Oh. So far, it will be very useful for designers and to get to what exactly the colors are. I think that's it.